If you're going to sell your home this year, you need to stop right now and make sure you're not making these 4 mistakes. I see sellers make these mistakes all the time, not my sellers, and it can end up negatively affecting their sale price. Now, when I'm representing a buyer, I love when the seller makes these mistakes. Is that stupid? Welcome back. It's Emily Berdon here with another video to help you through the process of buying or selling your home. I get buyers and sellers reaching out to me all the time after finding these videos, and I invite you to reach out as well if you're considering selling your home in the Conejo Valley area. All of my contact info is in the description of this video. I've also linked an e-booklet below called My Home Selling Difference. This gives you all my tips and tricks for selling your home for the most money. So whether you use me as your agent or not, be sure to grab it. It's completely free. It's free. Stupid. Do you mean to clap? All right, when it comes to selling your home this year, there are 4 things you need to not do if you want to sell your home quickly and for the most money possible. Gone are the days when you can just throw your home up on the MLS for $50,000 more than your neighbor sold their home for. Buyers are, okay. We are in a market with high interest rates, higher home prices, and buyers who are looking at pretty hefty mortgage payments. So you need to make sure you don't make these mistakes when you're selling your home. But I don't love it. All right, number 1, do not skimp on preparations, as in preparing your home for the market. I could spend $1 billion marketing your home, and it wouldn't make a difference if your home was not properly prepared and show ready. Studies show that a buyer will decide if they're interested in purchasing your home within 8 seconds of seeing it in person. 8 seconds. It can be really hard to see your home the way that a buyer sees it, but you've got to try. Drive up to your home, get out of your car, walk up to the house, really try and look at it with a discerning eye and see it the way that a potential buyer is going to see it. I already said discerning eye. Invest in a refresh of your curb appeal. Clean up your flower beds, add some fresh mulch, plant new flowers, power wash your driveway and the house if it needs, and get those windows cleaned. All of these details really count. Do what? The next one? Okay. Then move inside and do the same thing. The first thing you're gonna do is declutter. Then you're gonna declutter. Next, you're gonna declutter and then, and then declutter. Yeah, okay. From a buyer's perspective, there's nothing worse than walking into your home and feeling like they've just intruded. Seeing your mail on the counter, your shoes on the floor, and just all of your belongings scattered about. It makes it impossible for them to picture their life in the home when they're seeing your life all over the home. So try to remove all these personal items, including family photos. Also, consider painting all the living spaces the same color. A nice light neutral tone works best. Light, nice, light. Reach out to me for my recommendations on the best paint colors. You want your home to appeal to a wide range of buyer tastes, so a clean, simple aesthetic, no, I said tidy. So a clean, tidy aesthetic is going to work best. Another thing you should not skip in the preparations is staging. I could do an entire video on staging, and I probably will, because this is a crucial step that many sellers skip. And honestly, I don't know why, because staged homes sell faster and typically for about 5% more, which in our market, that 5% is going to be way more than what the cost of the staging was. Yeah, I just don't wanna harp on it too long, you know? Now, if you don't want to pay for staging and your listing agent doesn't provide that as part of their services, I still would recommend that you have a stager come through and give you their recommendations. They might have you move your furniture around, add a fluffy rug under the coffee table, and simplify the decor. Most stagers will do this for a few $100s versus a few $1,000s to stage an entire home. If you're going to move out before the sale, it's a good idea to get your home staged because, interestingly, an empty room feels a lot smaller than a properly staged room. Then what was I gonna say? The last part of the preparations that I don't want you to skip is inspections. And I know what you're thinking. Emily, Why would I pay for my own inspection? The buyer's gonna pay for their inspection. That's valid. But when you get your own inspection done, you get ahead of it. You find out what's wrong with your home, you fix what you want to fix, and then you disclose the rest of it to your potential buyers, letting them know this is all factored into the asking price. This will save you money and headache down the line. Do we like that? I don't know. I'm just making this up now. If you wait for your buyer to do their inspections, I can guarantee you they're gonna ask you for thousands of dollars worth of repairs and credits, even if your home is in excellent condition. I can tell you firsthand, when I work with buyers, I encourage them to ask for $2,000 at least. We can find $2,000 worth of repairs on pretty much any home. So if I'm representing you as the seller, I wanna make sure you're getting out ahead of this so that your buyer really doesn't have anything to ask for. Okay, number 2, we're finally at number 2. Number 1 was so long. Do not. What? Number 2, do not hire an agent without vetting their marketing plan. I cannot stress enough how important the marketing is in this day and age. A recent study showed that half of all home buyers will find their home online, and over half of them will search on YouTube. YouTube! So interview agents and ask them, how are you going to market my home on the internet? Are you gonna run YouTube ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all of the things? The more buyers who see your home, online means the more buyers who will see it in person. The more who see it in person means the more offers you'll get. The more offers you get means the more money you get. Yay! This video you're watching, for example, I was able to target this to people that Google knows are looking to sell a home in the next 6 months. It's probably why you landed on this video. So when I have a listing and I'm running a listing ad, I can target that ad toward people who Google knows are looking to buy a home soon. Google's watching. Creepy. Nix that. And we just leave it at where it was. Take all that out. Remove. Delete. Number 3, do not limit access to your home. You've properly prepared it for the market. You've got a stellar marketing strategy. Now you need to get people inside your home to see it in person. You really need to make the home accessible and as easy to show as possible. If you're gonna be living in the home while it's on the market, have a system in place to quickly tidy up and get out of the house as fast as you can for a showing. I always recommend that my sellers have like a big laundry basket to throw all their valuables in, and then just any clutter or personal items that are sitting out on the counters. Just toss it all in there, put it in the trunk, and take off. Then what? The second part of making your home accessible, and this might come as a surprise, it's offering compensation to the buyer's agent. You're probably saying, but Emily, I read the news articles. I don't have to compensate the buyer's agent, or it's negotiable. The truth is, it's always been negotiable. But when you don't compensate the buyer's agent, you put that responsibility on your buyer. And most buyers, they're putting all of their available funds into their down payment. So they don't have extra money to pay their buyer's agent. And I'll tell you from experience, a lot of buyers are instructing their agent to not show them properties where the seller is not offering to pay the buyer's agent commission. So by not compensating the buyer's agent, you're limiting the number of buyers that are gonna come through and see your home. It really doesn't. And since almost all sellers are willing to pay this commission in our market, there's really no incentive for the buyer to go after a home where that commission's not getting paid versus a comparable home where it is getting paid. Gotta be competitive. Not. All right, number 4, do not, I repeat, do not overprice your home. Where's my mic? Pricing is so important right now. All 4 of these things I've mentioned, points I've made, all 4 of these points I've made are very important to sell your home for the most money, but pricing is probably the most important right now. I can't tell you how many times I've heard, let's just price it high and they can make us a lower offer if they want, or let's price it high and we'll bring it down in a couple weeks if we need to. It sounds fine on the surface, but it just doesn't work out that way. I mean, that was kind of like the prediction of where it was gonna end up? Overpriced homes, especially in our market, they sit and they sit and they sit and they finally sell, but it's usually for below market value. Home buyers are incredibly savvy when it comes to price. They are looking at hundreds of listings online, touring probably 20 to 30 before they find the one. So when they see an overpriced listing, either online or they walk in the home, they know it right away. And it can be a big turnoff for them. They might feel like this seller is unreasonable or difficult to work with. And considering this is probably the most expensive decision of their life, they're probably just gonna move on to the next home. You want me to do it again? Is that how I said it? Is it better? Now, pricing your home a little bit under market value will generate more interest, more traffic, more offers, which puts you, seller, in that power position to get the price and the terms that you want. How long is this video gonna be? They're gonna be like, okay, to recap, do not skimp on preparations. Do not hire an agent without vetting their marketing plan. Do not limit access to your home once it's on the market. And please, do not overprice your home. They sit and they sit and they sit. If you're thinking about selling your home in or around the Conejo Valley area, let's talk about what needs to happen for you to get top dollar. Be sure to download that e-booklet and then reach out to schedule an appointment. All of my contact info is below. Why does she talk so much? Just like to hear myself talk, you know? Yay.